everybody. One of the comments I get a lot of, and I'm sure you're asking it right now, is why is Marcus shaking? What's wrong with him? What's funny is how people, if they see something they don't understand, they immediately think something's wrong. It's human nature, right? They don't understand it, so something's wrong. Well, something may be very right, but you just don't know what it is. And a lot of people that follow me are over 50. So when you're over 50, seeing somebody shake, the first thing you think of is Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, heavy metal poisoning, dementia. He's lacking something in the diet. Something's wrong health-wise. Let's go back to when we were teenagers. I'm sure you remember a lot of young guys sitting there like this, right? Especially mothers. It's probably really irritating to mothers seeing this. Well, a lot of people think it's just restlessness or just young energy, or it's just they're just impatient. To some degree, that's true. They're full of life and energy. But really what it is, this is something that nature instinctively makes young men do, especially when they hit puberty up to when they're about 40 and their hormones start going away. What this is for a purpose. And a lot of guys don't even know why they're doing it. But this is why it's happening. This is why nature makes men do this. You see, there's a part of the male body that hangs between the legs. No, not that one, the other one. It's called testicles, and they hang for a reason. They need to be cold, cooler than the body temperature. And that's because when things are cooler, the cells are more viable longer. They last longer. When they're heated up, they don't last as long. And some of those things down there, you want to be quite potent and viable. This is why nature designed it that way. And that's why guys sit with their legs open, cool things off. And the reason they shake is you're shaking things up. It gets circulation going. It makes the vibration, just gets things going and makes it more potent and viable. In high school, which guy do you think is going to get more girls? The one that sits like this and has a high voice? Or is it the guy that sits like this? You know, it's this guy that's going to get the girls, right? Not because he's sitting like this, but because he's producing more testosterone. That is what gives him a lower voice, more muscles. He gives him more courage, more manliness, more strength to fight for what he believes in. And those are qualities that in nature that, you know, the male of the species needs to survive. And women are attracted to that for the most part. That is why guys do this. That's why they shake their legs and have their legs open like that. And if you wear looser clothing like this, that helps also. These things are most virile when they are cold. The randiest I've ever been or am is right after I take an ice bath. And if you haven't seen me do that before, check it out. It's really cool. You're sitting in a bucket of ice. It helps you recover faster from injury. It helps boost your hormones. I mean, big time. So these people that say, I abstain from sexual activity, so I take cold showers. Well, what they're not telling you is, if they're healthy, is right afterwards, you probably have more hormones than you did before. Yeah, during the cold shower, you're screaming and going, but afterwards, you get a little randier. Men start losing it in their 40s and 50s when they're unhealthy. They just don't have that much testosterone anymore. And a lot of it starts converting to DHT, which makes them lose their hair. They get fat because testosterone does convert to estrogen. And so you get belly fat, you lose your hair, you lose your energy, you get tired. True testosterone does not make you lose hair. It's when it turns into DHT that it starts having that balding effect. So it's funny, so guys nowadays, they, I can't grow anything up here, so I guess I'm going to have to grow something here. I have ebooks on that, obviously, being healthy and things like that. My Man Force formula helps the body create its own testosterone. If you're healthy and functioning properly, you can't just take something and expect it to do miracles for you if you're living an unhealthy lifestyle. You have to be doing your own stuff also. I've never kind of lost that. I've kind of always had this. And yes, some of it is also a little bit of excited energy about life. I don't like to sit very long. Legs are designed to move. They're designed to carry around and take you through life and do things. That's what they're there for. I don't like sitting around all day. Anyway, so that's why sometimes you see me shaking. And it's not restless leg syndrome, because restless leg syndrome, there's pain and cramping and discomfort associated with it. This is not painful at all. This is actually, it feels really good. And also, as far as something lacking in the diet or poisoning or some kind of neurological disorder, look at the hand. Look at the hand. Hold your hand up, and if it's still, if it's perfectly still and not shaking, you're fine. My hand is not shaking. This is not Parkinson's. This is not heavy metal poisoning. This is a steady hand. The steady hand that can control life. Strange little off the beaten path talk for the day, and I hope it helps some people understand when they see some, guy sitting like this. This is why they have their legs open, and I know it's totally disgusting and not fun to look at, and it's just not a pleasant, courteous thing. It's nice to see a guy sitting like this, but you're crunching your privates like that. They're totally crunched up down there. I mean, if you do this for a minute or two, fine, but you can't sit there all day like that. Anyway, so, yeah. So next time you wonder what's going on down there with me, I'm just kind of revving up for some action. I think I'm going to go now, right? So I'll see you in the next video, everybody. Have a good week. All right, bye.